Welcome back to the channel. So we're working on the Mark IV Golf. This was a £250 buy. Bought it as a non-runner. You have to excuse my neighbours doing a bit of trimming. Trimming his shrubs. But yeah, bought it as a non-runner. It cranks over but doesn't fire up. I did have it fired up one morning. It ran fine, so we're getting spark, we're getting fuel. But I was getting a fault code. I'll put the code up now, which basically related to the engine speed sensor. So when it doesn't start, you're getting no spark. You're getting fuel, you're getting no spark. I've changed the cool pack. It wasn't that. I had another one that I could replace it with. So I believe it's the engine crank sensor, which connects just down there and goes down to the underside of the engine. It's just behind the oil cooler, oil filter. So I think the plan is drop the oil, take the oil filter out for better access, and then we'll replace that part. So the view under the car, the sensor is just up there. The bolt to undo it's above it, so I need to remove this oil filter. So I'm about to drop the oil out, take this oil filter out, and that'll give me easier access to undo that bolt. It looks quite rusty, so I want to get a good angle at it, hence why I want this out of the way so I don't round it off. So let's drop the oil, get that oil filter out, and we'll try and get the crank sensor out. Ew. Well, that's a good vintage. That is black. Okay, so we've got it out. That's the old one. Bit of a pig to get out. You need to lever something under that and then pop it that way, but it's a bit hard while it's on the car because there's lots of stuff in the way. So here's a new one. Let's fit that and put the sump plug back on, change the oil filter, put some new oil in it, and then fire it up, see if it starts. So the moment of truth, keys are in, ignition's on, just coming up with service light. I've erased the fault codes, crank sensor's on, put the oil back in, so let's see if she starts. And there we go, crank sensor, easy fix. I won't rev it too much, it's just started up. The lights work. The engine sounds good. Nice loud exhaust. Okay, £250 for a Mark IV Golf GTI with 92,000 miles. So next thing I'm going to do is stick the plates on and take it for a ride. I've got the number plates on. All legal, road tax, insurance, it's MOT'd. I'm going to turn the music down. Let's take it for our first drive, eh? So I must admit, even just reversing for drive, this does feel very tight in terms of suspension and steering. Yep, she runs. Gearbox feels good, clutch feels good. The brakes, the rear brakes are a bit done anyway, so I'm going to replace them, but you know, it's not done many miles recently, so I'm going to have to give it a good little run in on the front brakes. But through the gears, it feels fine. I was looking through the service history. The cam belt's been replaced 9,000 miles ago. Cam belt, water pump, roller kit. I'll let it warm up a bit before I go a bit heavy. Well, the fuel lights come on. I'm going to go and get some fuel. So far, no engine check light. Yeah, it feels smooth, nice and straight. Let's give it some. Acceleration, plenty of pull on it, 4th gear, again, nice and straight. Looks nice round the roundabouts. Steering is perfectly straight. Plenty of torque on it. £250 plus £11.50 bar. Not bad, not bad at all. And this was going to get scrapped as well. Somebody was going to scrap it. So it just goes to show, if you don't know what you're doing, have a little look on Google and you can soon find out, you know, common faults on these. Get a little code reader for the OBD2, plugs in at the bottom of the dashboard, get the fault codes up, and, you know, a non-runner, easy fix, and it drives nice and tight around the corners there. It's nice, very tight, no knocks, no rattles. Up to 80, no. The brakes feel good. I think that's a win.